Hello. Putik yan. Medyo nahihirapan lang tayo sa bago nating setup. But basically, hello, good morning everyone. So, ayun lang. No? So, let's start na our kapihan session this Sunday, March 20. No? So, simulan natin dito sa kunting chart na to. So, let's start off first, syempre, with the local market. No? So, ano ba nangyari last week? So, let's look at the weekly chart. So, meron tayong ito yung ito yung naging kandila natin for last week's ano. So kung mapapansin niyo, the theme for last week was all about buying the fear, no. Kasi kitang-kita natin, no. Itong candle na to, this candles itong candle na to, which is last week's candle. It's a very volatile. Kitang-kita natin the swing on that week was about 7 to 8%. So medyo medyo volatile yan. No? So kung mapapansin niyo, from the low to where it closed, okay, dito, the market swung up. Siyempre, kapag ganito yung nangyayari during that week, ano sa tingin niyo guys yung theme for the week? What is the theme? So basically, it's all about playing the bounces. Okay? So kumbaga, you want to exploit strong support areas, which we will discuss later. So ito yung naging tema natin, no. So this is for this week. So ano kaya siguro mangyayari next week? Let's see kung ano mangyayari. But basically, it's a very volatile week. It's a very volatile week, no, for our local market. No? So major activities for the PSEI. I think it was implemented last Friday. Merong deletion for certain stocks, no. So merong deletion for SM. Alam ko mga around medyo malaki yung bawas ng SM sa weight ng FTSE index. At the same time, ASEN and Converge. ASEN and Converge were actually added. So medyo merong inflows ng foreign money dyan. So kung na-trade niyo itong dalawang stocks na to, congratulations. So ayun lang. So sige, let's continue with our review. So major news sa markets natin, the Fed, okay, which is the one controlling the liquidity of all markets, basically decided during March 16, kung di ako nagkakamali, around March 16, that Fed decided to increase rates by around 25 basis points. Okay? Which is, kumbaga, every time the Fed decides to increase rates, ang market reaction most of the time is bearish. Diba? Kasi if Fed raises interest rates, ang katumbas na action dyan is there would be people will shift from trading equities or stocks to more stable instruments. So, the fractional funds. Okay. Pero, ang nangyari during this time was the market reacted positively. Okay. The market reacted positively. No? So, it rallied yung when the Fed announced that they would increase the rates by 25 basis points, the market reaction was bullish kasi meron tayong nilalabanan na meron tayong nilalabanan na na interest. Right now, interest rate mali. Meron tayong nilalabanan na inflation. So if you increase the rates, syempre ang katumbasan is medyo makokontrol yung inflation. So yun yung kalaban kasi ngayon ng buong mundo is yung rising prices. So, ang nangyari was, the market reaction was bullish because it means to say that the Fed will try to control inflation rates. So, medyo maganda yung naging reaction ng market natin dito. But let's see kung magtutuloy-tuloy because if we look at the bigger picture for this the US, kitang-kita naman natin na it's on a downtrend, which is basically kitang-kita natin to dito sa mga potential. These are all low. This is your highest high. This one. Okay. Tapos meron tayo dito 2 consecutive lower highs. We have 2 consecutive lower highs here. So, kung mapapansin niyo, talagang it's just really moving pababa. Okay? So, let's see. So, it's actually channeling pababa. So, yeah. So, let's just observe. But basically, mukhang it may be a chance to get out or a chance to get in. But ako medyo sa ganitong environment wherein there's a lot of uncertainties, medyo magdadalawang isip ako to to hold, buy and hold, no. So yan lang. Yeah. So sige. Another key thing na medyo pwede natin pag-usapan was this, no. So this is your HSI index. So from the lower high here, pababa dito, it actually went down around close to 30%. Medyo malalim yan. Close to 30%. So, ngayon, itong sa HSI, if we look at the longer time frame, talagang medyo masama yung bagsak niyan. From the high to the low, around 45%. Okay. Now, ang nakakatawa dito, this is a capitulation setup. So, itong capitulation setup na to, parang minarkahan dito eh. Minarkahan dito yung this is your gawa natin ng label. This is your this is your temporary. So, and if I'm not mistaken, hindi lang ako sure dun sa mga dates, but siguro around this time, there was a huge hedge or a huge brokerage. Okay, so ipangalan na natin. JP Morgan decided to report that China tech stocks are uninvestable. So, syempre, sila yung nag-cause nung nung panic pababa, no? Now, the key thing here is, etong around March 17, nakatawan. Ang sabi dito, China will keep the stock market stable. Basically, the policymakers sa China decided to protect yung stock market nila. So, nakakatawa lang. It rallied 20% in just 3 days. Okay. HSI rallied in just 3 days. So, yan yung nangyari dito. Okay. So, what's the dito? What's the lesson here? The lesson here is, ito usually kapag sinasabing uninvestable downgrade, usually it's a sign na there will be a potential market reversal. It can be short term, it can be long term, but kita naman natin dito, medyo short term, medyo malakas yung bounce. Let's see. Ang nakita ko dito, it would just consolidate at this level. Gagawin na siya. Prior to it breaking out, or it would just break down. Yun yung dito. Yun yung yun lang. Just want to share that. No? So sige, balik na tayo dun sa our regular programming. No? So, ready na ba kayo? Type ready in the comment section if you're ready. Good morning pala kay Matthew Brent ko. No? So, inaantay ko pala yung aking peanut butter. Okay, sige. Let's continue. Ano bang pag-usapan natin? Ayan. So, sige, pag-usapan natin. Last week, we were talking about potential bounce plays. No? So, I think we were looking at PHR. Isa-isahin natin. PHR, ayan. So, kung di ako nakakamali, our recommendation was to buy near the support levels. Okay. Is to buy near the support levels dito. Okay. Which was around 0.96. Around dito. Yung potential support level. So, ngayon, ang nangyari dito was hindi niya sinunod yung plan natin dito. It actually went down around this level. So, now, does it mean na mali yung ginawa nating buy at that level, no? Well, in hindsight, yes, mali siya. Pero the lesson here is, syempre, kunwari dito namili ka dito. Okay. The moment na nakita mo na medyo alanganin, you have to adjust your trading plan. So, ang next na buy area actually here was around this level, which is your forward fib 78.6. So, pwede ka magbawas dito. Yung unang mong bili, mag-partial sell ka. You just have to have a buyback strategy, no, which manifested at this level. Itong level na to. Kasi kung mapapansin niyo, there was actually a strong support dito. Which para naging tema nung last week, no. I will explain it later dun sa Emperador nangyari, no. So nangyari dito was actually it just did a double bottom pattern for PHR. Yeah. So double bottom, kitang-kita ninyo. double bottom. Ayan. So, in hindsight, yan yung nangyari. Siyempre, we're just trying to review it. We're just trying to review it. Ayan. So, let's see how it manifested on the shorter time frame. Ayan. So, yun. Medyo maganda yung nangyari on the hourly chart. Now, ano sa tingin ninyo? Ano sa tingin ninyo guys yung biggest challenge dito sa PHR, no? Actually, to me, the biggest challenge for PHR is this. Liquidity. Liquidity. Okay? So, ang value traded for PHR was less than 3 to 5 million pesos. So, napakanipis niya. The second challenge for PHR was this, no? The bids, the board is not efficient. What do I mean by that? Butal-butal yung bids and ask. So, hindi natin kaya hindi natin kaya mag-allocate ng malaki. So, this is my personal challenge for PHR. So, parang for us to participate in the bounce play for PHR, ay one should only allocate 5 to 10% of the total value traded. So kung ang total value traded is around 3 million pesos, you can only participate around 150,000 to 300,000. Which, if you're going to ask me, ako, hindi ko napapatulan yung mga ganitong hindi ko napapatulan yung mga ganitong plays because hindi siya pasok doon sa size na gusto ko. But it doesn't mean na hindi mo na siya i-trade. Kapag pasok yung size parameters sa'yo dito, good yun. Napaka-good nun because medyo malaki yung bigayan dito. But for me, this was my biggest challenge for PHR. Kaya hindi ako nag-participate dito. So, yan yung yan yung tail of the tape for PHR. Now, since nakita natin na it was a double bottom pattern by yung support level, ang tanong dito, is this candle, okay? Is this candle, okay, already a sell signal? So, tingnan natin. So, meron tayong mga technique na ginagamit dito for identifying if it is a sell signal already. So, gawa natin to ng horizontal line. So, meron ba siyang tinamaan na previous? Meron ba siyang tinamaan na previous support, that third resistance? Na mukhang meron, no? So, kita natin ito yun. So, pwedeng sell area na yan. Pwedeng sell area na itong 1.11. Now, another technique that you can use is to apply the reverse Fibonacci levels. Ayan. So, mukhang there's a strong confluence of resistance at this level. Kaboom. Okay. There's a strong confluence of resistance. So, mukha siyang sell signal. Mukha nga siyang sell signal. Okay. So, observation. Looks like a sell signal because confluences of resistances resisted. So yan yung lesson dyan. Yan yung naging observation natin dito. Now, etong area na to, pwedeng yan yung temporary sell area. It can consolidate further dito. At mag-ano lang yan, at mag-consolidate. Kasi kapag sa mga bounce plays, ang idea kasi dito is you need to sell the lower high level, which is at this level. Okay? So yun. So sige, let's continue. So yun yung for ano, for PHR. Thank you pala kay ano, kay Mr. Korean, kung sino man to. Ayan. So sige. Now let's go with APL. APL, ang napag-usapan natin dito, this was a kumaga talagang binaon na pababa. Binaon na siya pababa. So, let's continue. So, sa ganito, this actually parang bear flag formation to. Pero medyo malaki tong range na to. So, you can actually exploit this trading range. Medyo malaki tong trading range na to. This around 36%. So, kapag ganyan, I just go to a shorter time frame, mga 10-minute time frame. Hahanapan na natin ang entry. Medyo, medyo it's a bit difficult to find an entry here. Pero, let's see. Ang laki pala ng bigayan dito, 20%. Pero ito, hindi ko mahanapan to ng entry. Hindi ko nahanapan ng entry to. So, trying for another double bottom. Pero, ayun, hindi ko ano to kasi ang gusto ko mangyari sana dito was for it to test the all-time low support at 30 cents. 0.32. Okay? Ayun. Dito medyo alanganin is just consolidating. So tingin ko mukhang undecided kung saan to papunta. It can break out, mag-resist dito sa 53. Pwede bumalik dito, is just consolidating. So ano tayo dito? Hindi tayo nakapag-participate. Next is Emperador. Let's look at Emperador. So this Emperador. So ayan. So ito yung this is actually it's actually another case of a support touch or a double bottom. Ayan. Another double bottom for Emperor. So yun yung nangyari for PHR. Yun din yung nangyari dito kay Emperador. Yeah. Pero it's still hindi ko pa rin siya gusto yung structure niya right now. But if you're just playing the bounce, which we did, you will be gifted or you would have earned around 18% from the bottom. Marami nakapag-trade dito. So actually dito, if we're going to compute the distance here, medyo malaki no. Pero parang kung aanohin natin dito, gagawa natin ng trade plan. Or trade idea. Bounce play. Okay. But EOD. End of day entry. End of day entry yung gagawin natin. Now, kapag ganyan yung syempre ang gagawin natin is the first step is to, of course, compute for the potential risk level, which is, sabihin natin, below 12 pesos. Okay, below 12 pesos. So, anuhin natin, including commissions, siguro that's a 10% down. So, syempre, ang pwede natin dito is alam naman natin, yung mga ganito, yung mga ganyang kandila, yung mga doji sa ilalim, binibili kasi yan. So parang if you're going to ask me, gagawin ko na lang siya, I will just trade it based on allocation. So kung 10% yung risk, tapos ang gagawin mo lang dito is you can just allocate, sabihin natin 10% total port. So ang magiging potential risk mo dyan is only 1% of total portfolio. So medyo control controlled loss. Kasi yung upside nito, medyo malaki. Medyo malaki, no? So, 1:1 lang pala, hindi siya ganun kabigla. But syempre, if you really want to trade this, if you really want to trade this, parang yan yung kailangan mong gawin. You have to control your risk. Reward to risk ratio is so, ganun lang siya. Okay. But the idea here is you have to approach this kind of setup with a risk-based approach. Okay. So yun, another double bottom. Pero for me right now, all of this, moving forward, no, is still consolidating. This is still a bear flag. Okay. So, pwede lang itong gumuhit ng pagganito. It can break out. Or, it can break down. Diba? So yun yung yun yung pwede mangyari dito. Okay, sige, let's continue. Tapos, syempre yung last one natin, SPNet. Yan. So, sabi natin dito, itong si SPNet, I think around last week, I was really banking on this to break down. And it broke down. Kasi kitang-kita natin yung strong selling pressure. Kasi kung titingnan natin sa weekly chart, ang pangit ng kandilan. So, medyo maganda yung bigayan dito kay SP. Medyo maganda yung bigayan. So, ayun, ito yung nangyari. So, let's review. Actually ako, I entered dito. I entered at this level. Kasi parang sabi ko, this is a bullish harami, itong kandila na to. Bullish. It's a bullish harami. Ang ginawa ko lang dito was, I just computed for my potential risk. It close at 155. 5% to 6% risk lang siya. So, ganun ko lang din siya in-approach. Risk-based approach. If it invalidates, kunwari gumawa siya ng new low, benta na. Benta na siya. So, I just allocated properly. I sized it properly. Tapos, kung titingnan natin yung shorter time frame, napakaganda ng formation eh. Napakaganda ng formation. So, you have a trading range here. Okay. Pwedeng hindi ka nakabili yung end of day dito, but bibigyan pa another opportunity. Ayun. Just a breakout. Tapos ito, is actually a bull flag. So, grabe bigayan dito. Around 18% in just 3 days. So, congratulations kung ano. Now, if you're going to ask me kung tapos naman si SPNet, ako, nagbenta na ako because I respect the resistances at this level at around 180. So, yun lang. A very basic play for SPNet. So, yun. Sige, let's continue with our discussion. Ano pa ba pag-usapan natin? Let's go with Bull. Another stock that did a good bounce. No? So same idea for Bull. Another double bottom here. Dito. So if we're going to make sukat, magandang bigay, no? So lahat ng bounce plays this week gave us actually a good profit, mga around 15 to 20%. Medyo magandang bigayan. So congratulations kung nakasakay kayo sa mga bounces. So tail of the tape dito, just a double bottom at this level. We're looking at the shorter time frame. Magkaslaw siya. Pero meron lang yung entry trade. Diba? Sayang nga lang hindi siya umabot dito sa 1 point. Anyways, yun lang naman yung ano natin. So, ang tema for last week is playing the bouncers. No? For next week naman, um, pwedeng continuation ng bagsak. Continuation ng bagsak. So, again, kung mining names yung still malakas, and names pa rin yung malakas dito sa Pilipinas. So, let's go with the mining. So, last week we were actually talking about this. Nagkaroon ng resistance touch dito kay mining. So, nagkaroon ng konting overshoot. Nagkaroon ng strong correction from the peak to the low, mga around 20%. So, right now, it's trying to reclaim. But let's see kung ang itsurahan nito is just a lower high. Diba? Pwede kasing ganyan yung mangyari. Let's make breakdown dito. Pwede ganyan. So, observe lang natin. But, to me, still the strongest sector sa Philippine market natin is still the mining sector. No? So, ano ba yung mga heavyweights natin dito? Nickel. Nickel is one. Actually, ito, maganda tong nickel. No? Kasi if we look at the hourly chart, napaka-basic eh. Napaka-basic ng entry dito. Parang napakaganda bilhin nitong area na to. Napakaganda bilhin ng area. Kasi napakaliit ng risk natin. Less than 2%. Okay? So, yung rally niya, 8% for a heavy cap mo. So, let's see kung hanggang dyan na lang ito. Diba? But, nickel looks good, to be honest. Ito malaki lang tong trading range na to. So, kung meron kang nickel, congratulations. Just don't forget that you need to sell this, no? Itong si nickel, because, again, parang it's still a potential lower high play. And good profit above 8 pesos eh. So, yun. Another good stock na pwede natin pag-usapan is si Semirara. Ayan, ganun din. So talaga actually dito this is still a good trend follow play. It just follows the MA50 on the daily chart. So pwede ito mag-kembot dito, mag-retest ulit sa MA50. Ang challenge lang dito is the trading range is very high. Same with nickel, kasi napakataas na kasi ng taas na to. Around 35%. Ayun lang naman. So, what are my watch lists for this week? Ganun pa rin, wala nagbago. Looking to sell tayo. Wala muna tayong kasi why did I say that? Because we have to respect what happened last week. This week pala. Kasi this was actually a resistance already. So parang sabi ko sa sarili ko no Thursday and Friday, kailangan magbenta na tayo because looks like it's just a temporary rally. Okay? It looks like it's just a temporary rally. Diba? If you look at the weekly time frame, talagang sinubukan basagin, and it can still actually continue pababa. Okay. So yan yung looking at the hourly chart, ay nakitang-kita That's a strong resistance. Pwede mag-gap fill, pwede gumawa ng new low. But with these trying times, it pays to be defensive. So yun. So yun lang naman. Yun lang naman gusto kong pag-usapan. And one last thing. 10-year yield. Ito guys, kailangan bantayan na to. Okay. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, The market's reaction dun sa 25 basis points na in-increase ng rates ng Fed, the market reacted to it positively. Why? Because it tells the Fed is trying to tell the market that they are ready. They are ready to fight inflation. So guys, ayun na, it's trying to test itong 2% na resistance. Okay. So mukhang tataas pa yan. Okay. It's trying to reverse now. So just always remember, no, if rates increase, it would be more difficult for it will be more difficult for equities to rally, the equity market to rally, because wala na masyadong flows wala na masyadong inflows ng pera. So nabantayan nyo lang to. So be defensive sa mga ganitong klaseng market environment. Kitang-kita naman natin kung sa nangyari kaya sa PSEI. So review lang natin to, SM. Pag-usapan kasi natin to kanina. So this SM Investments. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, ito yung result ng deletion. Kasi kailangan magbenta ng foreign. So grabe 3% yung 3% yung binagsak, markdown with strong volume. Markdown with strong volume to. Diba? So mukhang hindi pa tapos yan. And kung titingnan natin yung chart, talagang kadiri si SM right now. Ano pa ba? ASN. Ito, inclusion naman. So, dito nagkaroon to ng temporary rally. Okay. Kakatawa, no? New low, tapos binalik. 14%. Ganon din kay Converge. Ito naman, inclusion. So, ito guys, when you're trying to play the rebalances, it doesn't mean na kapag i-include siya sa MSCI or sa FTSE, bibilhin nyo na. Kasi, tingnan nyo to tingnan nyo yung close na to. Markdown din. Diba? It doesn't mean na kapag included siya is iba-buy up nyo. Ay may magba-buy up. Siyempre, banggaan pa rin yan ng buyers and sellers. And siguro during this time, the sellers were able to overwhelm the buyers. Diba? O sabi nga nila, sell the news. Grabe to. Pinagsak. Yun. Ayun. So, mukhang doon na nagtatapos ang ating kapihan with Ninong Herbs. No? So if you enjoyed this, meron kayo na natutunan dito sa kapihan with Ninong Herbs today. Ano ba? Glad na meron kayo natutunan dito. So request ko lang, if you have time, just share this live stream para marami tayong matulungan dito sa local market natin. So yun lang. Again, I would like to thank AB Capital for helping us dito sa kapihan with Ninong Herbs. And other than that, this is Ninong Herbs signing off. Bye-bye.